Hi everybody, it's Christine at CLAldridgeArt, and I have brought to you today some lovely goodies from my dear friend, and fellow artist, Sue Curry. I hinted at these books the last time that I did a video for Sue, and here they are. Her brand new, hot off the presses, off the page, and her last year she released her Christmas book. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with Sue Curry, here she is holding her second book, The Adventures of Little Sister, which I showed you, and her favorite toy, or her favorite memory. She, just as a reminder, is the author of Living on Memory Lane, The Adventures of Little Sister, and her third book, Adventures with the Country Cousins. And these are all the books that take place on a fictional farm on Memory Lane. Now, Off the Page leaves the farm out and is an entirely different book. We had thought that perhaps those were the only three books that Sue was, or four books that Sue was going to give us, but she surprised me this year with this one. So I have it in my hot little mitts, and I thought you'd like to see it. I just put it up there so that it would avoid the glare of the light. See? Yeah, you get the glare. Let's fix that by turning the page. All of Sue's books are structured with a fully colorable front page, title page. Raggedy Ann makes an appearance in many of Sue's drawings. It is, in fact, her favorite childhood memory. I love the little details, the fish and the mushrooms and fairies and flowers and balloons and candles and suns and things to come. Beautiful little things to come. Thumbnails of all of the drawings in the book, plus the bonus pages from Sue's previous books. Obviously, her copyright. She dedicates these to colorists everywhere. And we start out with the sign-in page. The book B belongs to, because of course our fairy is having a conversation with a bee. Sue's flowers are beautiful. She does a ton of research on each drawing as she draws them, and she's got a wonderful Facebook page, which I will put a link to underneath this. You should go and check out. Sue is really generous with her talent. She shows you all of the research that she's done. She's a tremendous colorist, and then shows people how. She does, all of her colorings are with markers, and I'll show you pictures of those here at the end. This is the pearl with our beautiful mermaid with a pearl and her faithful octopus friend, and I've got all the little creatures, sea creatures, beautiful fish. Another of the underseas, which is finders keepers. So we've got a treasure being guarded by our octopus, and our I love this little starfish wearing the necklace, and the octopus has rings all over its tentacles. Beautiful fish. Light streaming through the water. Arabian Night with the lamp and the diamond and the beautiful genie's lamp and the bottle, and I just love Sue's drawings. She's so whimsical. Rainbow Splash. This is, obviously our fairy riding a rainbow down to a big splash. My favorite drawing, which is No Room on the Bed, and all of the beautiful dolls that on, you know, on a lovely bed. All of our little friends. Pop goes the weasel. I love ice cream. I love this, the possibilities for all the beautiful ice cream. Yum. Rose sale today. Actually, Sue's mother was a award-winning, prize-winning horticulturalist who patented a ton of roses, and in fact was given a very prestigious award posthumously that hadn't been given out in like 30 years. So this is her homage to her mom and the roses. And here's our little fairy, and who's knocked over one of the rose pots. Little butterfly. Curiosity. What is it that they're looking at off the page? Of course, something is going on off the page. And our fairies want to know what it is. Beautiful grapes under the sun. Here is our bee gossip. Now this is the full drawing that she had adapted for the sign-in page of the fairy having a conversation with the bees and hearing whatever the gossip of the day is above the fairy castle, out with the roses and the trumpet vines. And this is the windmill, and you know, there's water going by, and the boat is docked. Beautiful flowers in the foreground, setting sun in the back, hanging tree over the water, and just a peaceful little windmill. Spirit of spring. It looks like turtle doves in a nest. Beautiful flowers. Oh, I love this iris. Iris are one of my favorite flowers. Spirit of summer. Beautiful flowers that bloom in the summertime. Spirit of autumn. I love the way she's captured the breeze going by, you know, with the swirls and the clouds. Lots of, you know, gorgeous autumn color leaves and the beautiful yellow sunflowers. Pumpkin. And of course the spirit of winter. You know, snow-covered peaks and beautiful poinsettias, pine cones, and the winter roses, winter holly. I love this one. Let's be friends. He is looking like he's a little reluctant, but our little fairy here is persistent with her flower. And there's a froggy down here on a rock. Butterflies all over the place. There's another frog here. Mushrooms. Another butterfly. Little ladybug down here. Just all sorts of fun little things to color. These are the love bugs. And of course they go around kissing people. And they live in this pumpkin. Hot air balloons flying by. Mandala madness. If you know one thing about Sue, Sue does not like mandalas. So this was her homage to mandalas. I love circles. Yeah, a little tongue-in-cheek. I love this though. There's dragons and butterflies and flowers and just patterns, stained glass windows, the mushroom mandala. I love her sun face, sun and moon face. Happy birthday. Beautiful cake dripping with icing. That would have some great coloring possibilities. Super. Surrounded by balloons. Happy Easter. I love that with all of the, the roses and the lilies and the smaller flowers, the pansies. I love this one too. Thanks to those who serve and pay for our freedom. It's a beautiful with the American flag and all of the stars, the American eagle. Perfect for Veterans Day or Memorial Day. Thanksgiving. Praise Him from whom all blessings flow. Lovely food. Sue does, when Sue sets to draw realistic things, she's just marvelous. I love the grapes, the cornucopia, all of the beautiful fruits and vegetables, root vegetables, gourds and pumpkins and Christmas helpers. Little elves with the balls. I love that she's catching her reflection there in the ornament. And, of course, arguably the Christian reason for Christmas is be still and know and recognize it's a Psalms 46:10. Pretty drawing. And then just like my books, there are smaller versions of each of these to color. You can use these, of course, to make cards. You can work out your color palettes for the larger ones. You can cut them down and staple them together and toss them in your purse and take them with you on a trip out of town so you have something to color. So there's 24, I believe, of the main drawings. And then there are also 5 bonus pages from Sue's previous books. There is the Scarecrow from Memory Lane, the Ballerina from Little Sister, Summer Days from Country Cousins. This is really beautiful colored. Poinsettia and Berries from the Christmas book, which we are going to take a quick look at. And from her next book, which will be called Sing, Color, and Praise the Lord. It's a book with drawings created to celebrate the hymns that are so popular in church. So this was the drawing that she drew for the hymn called Sweet Hour of Prayer. And I love this. It's a beautiful scenic garden with a bench and, surrounded by flowers. Just beautiful, beautiful drawing, beautiful work. Color test page. Another color test page, because you cannot have just one. And Sue's other books. The back cover. Now, all of these were drawn by Sue, or, colored by Sue. And so you've got the Pearl, Arabian Nights, the Spirit of Autumn, and keep in mind that Sue uses markers. Thanks to those who serve, the Curiosity, and of course, those cute little love bugs. So that is Sue's new book, Off the Page. It was just released earlier this month, or actually in October. And It is available now, both as in print at all of the Amazons and all the book depositories and all the online outlets like Walmart and Barnes & Noble. And then it's also available in her Etsy shop as a full PDF. All of the book, and I believe that most of the individual pages are available in her shop called Memory Lane Art. I will also put a link to that. Timely, timely, timely. This is Sue's Christmas book. Now this was released last year, but that doesn't make the art in it any less wonderful. And so let's look at it. I didn't previously have this book, and Sue generously has sent it to me so that I could do a video. So this is Christmas on Memory Lane, starting out, of course, with a beautiful gingerbread house. Now this does pick up with our characters from the original Memory Lane book. The books, the thumbnails. This book has some interesting features. It's got 2 Christmas word searches and angel decoration that you can cut and color, or cut out and color. Sign-in page, Merry Christmas to, and then to and from. Beautiful angel, snowman, ornament, and of course Santa Claus, surrounded by holly and berries. Snow day fun. I think you can see that. All of the children playing on the snow, playing in the snow. I love our adult, the look on his face as he's flying down the hill. All the kids, of course, having snowball fights, and they've got their piles of ammunition, and the girls hiding up behind the snowman. Tobogganers. Our little picking the Christmas tree drawing. She's our little girl, probably little sister, or sis, has found the perfect Christmas tree for her. Trees and sky. Back out. There we go. Ornaments, beautiful Christmas ornaments. Very reminiscent. I used to have these kind with the tassel on the bottom. And angels. I love the swirly thing down here. Old, the sort of vintage Christmas ornaments. They're beautiful. Popcorn and cranberry garlands. So, how many of us remember making popcorn and cranberry garlands? I do. And of course the family and eating more of the popcorn than they are stringing it. There's Mom and Dad and Sis and probably Buddy from the original books. Little Sis decorating her Christmas tree, the little tree. Toys at the bottom. Cute little angel and all the lights. All the different kinds of garland and candy canes and ballerinas. This is a wreath, a beautifully drawn wreath, with the poem, The Holly and the Ivy, underneath. Candy canes. I like that Sue has included complicated and simple coloring. So on the days you don't feel like doing something complicated like hanging the stockings with all of its little details, you can just do coloring the candy canes. So we've got Dad and Mom and Bud and Sis. See, I was right about the characters. We used to do this. Hang the stockings by the fire. Christmas shopping. Walking down the walkway, and walking down the sidewalk. There's all the stuff in the windows. They're obviously in memory in Hoot and Holler, because Hoot and Holler is, I should go back, Hoot and Holler is the name of the nearby town to the farm in Memory Lane. And so this is Hooten's General Store. And Santa Claus. Lovely wrapped presents. 2 Sis from Mom and Dad. And what Christmas is complete without catching the Nutcracker. I love that she's drawn all the characters, the ballerina and the Tin Soldier and the Rat King and the all the various dancers from the Nutcracker. The poinsettia and berries. This is really beautiful colored. Kissing under the mistletoe. He doesn't look too keen. This is the same little girl that laughed at Buddy in Country Cousins is now wanting a kiss, and Mom thinks that's pretty funny. And of course the mistletoe. You have to get that book if you want to know that story. Father Christmas. I love this Santa Claus. He's really... And then all of the different iterations of Father Christmas. So in different cultures, this obviously is the depiction of Santa Claus that Coca-Cola gave us. But in other cultures, he's Father Christmas, which is here, and Saint Nick, which is here and probably here. And then, of course, another version of jolly old Saint Nick, Kris Kringle. Christmas candles. This one is gorgeous colored. Absolutely gorgeous colored. Sue did a coloring of this that's really special. I love the, there's the deer, the wicker deer behind that we all do put out in the yard. Apples, ornaments, skating. This is ice skating. So all of the details, the skating under the bridge and, out on the pond and the ducks and the duck prints and people on the bridge. Just tons and tons of wonderful detail. The sun behind the clouds. Mama with her muff thing, sitting on the bench. The children's nativity. Of course, all the kids will be acting out the nativity, and they all have a role in the pageant. Lots of happy children. Here we come, a wassailing among the leaves, so green. And, of course, that is a Christmas carol. And, we've got the orange. You put the oranges with the clove spikes in the hot apple cider. I love the memory that this evokes. That hot apple cider with the orange and the cloves. Oh, that was always so good. And the singers. Do you live in an area that has Christmas carolers. It's one of the wonderful things about small towns is you can, probably not in the cities, but definitely in the small towns. Waiting for Santa. Little sis asleep on the stairs. She just couldn't wait for Santa any longer. And there he is. She's missed him, but he sees her. I love this drawing. Christmas morning, opening all our wonderful toys. Sis has got a new doll, and Buddy's got a train. The dog is licking Buddy's face. Mom's taking pictures. The angel choir, another one that is just gorgeous colored. The first Christmas present, Mary and Jesus under the star. And of course it's got the Luke 2, chapter 2, verse 7. The wise men who come to visit the baby Jesus. And of course, we all know that they didn't come right away. He wasn't, according to the Bible, he was a toddler when they showed up with their frankincense and myrrh and the first of the Christmas word searches. Sue made these up. She didn't copy anybody else's stuff. She actually thought up the words and worked this all out herself. And they're words of winter: gingerbread, skating, skiing, Merry Christmas, mistletoe, Santa Claus, Nutcracker. A second one, same deal. This is the Christmas angel decoration to color. And then on the color and cut out, and on the second page, it's the instructions of how to do it. So it's actually an angel for the top of a tree, or to sit on a little table for you to do with your grandkids or your kids. There are 6 bonus pages. All of these are Christmas pages from Sue's other books, because there are Christmas pages in every one of Sue's books. This is Talking to Santa from, I think, Little Sister. This is Snow from Little Sister. This is Christmas Eve, and I believe that this is from Country Cousins. I know this is from Country Cousins. Pies and Plans. This is one of the drawings that is in that book. I love the detail here with the beautiful crisscross crust, and the apple pie here with the the cracks in it. You can almost smell it. And the berries and strawberries. The berry tart. And, of course, little sis is going to have a little sis. Or a little brother, we don't know. That will happen in some future adventure of Memory Lane. And this is just a whimsical drawing from a book that Sue had thought she was going to draw, but she didn't, called Gone Buggy. And so this is the Snailer Rentals, the Winnebuggo special instead of Winnebago. I I just love her imagination. And of course, you know, turning the snail's shell into a pop-up trailer. I just love this. All of these are snail shells. The snails, so they're snailer rentals. That one, I wish she would have drawn that one. That one just delights me. And of course, a little blurb about each of the drawings and the memory or how it came into being, and research that she's done and all of that. I love that she puts these in her books, the stories of the drawings, because they are charming and really informative. I always learn something from Sue. Of course, this page has intentionally been left blank. And don't miss my other books. And the back cover. Once again, Sue has colored these. See what I mean about that? About these gorgeous, the way that they color up so beautifully. Of course, Sue is an amazing colorist. And let me show you why. These are her backup supplies. Have you ever seen so many Bics and Sharpies in your life? She goes through them by the case. So of course you can in fact buy Bics and Sharpies open stock, and if you want to know how to do that and you don't know how, check Sue's Facebook page. She's got links there. But I love this one too, the hanging the stockings. So if you are looking for a beautiful Christmas book full of genuine memories, this is the ticket. And until the next time, thank you so much for watching, and color something pretty.